That's a good question. I mean, I was a huge fan of the book and the film, and I think there's an interesting thing going on right now with our generation and nostalgia. And someone who owns a record store in this day and age is holding on to something that is kind of um, like a dying thing. The record stores don't really exist the way they used to anymore, um, and I think that's an interesting thing to explore as someone who's lost or stuck in the past emotionally as well. I don't know if I learned lessons from the original. I mean, I think it was an interesting meditation um, on on growth. You know what I mean? And we're remaking the book, not the film. But yeah, it's about someone who is kind of a selfish person and victimizes himself and doesn't realize that obviously he has something to do with the reason his life has turned out the way his life has turned out. I think a little bit. I mean, I think I love his performance. I love him as an actor in general. But I mean, yeah, it's just important to separate the two. Nick Hornby really is the heart and soul of this project. That's a good question. I mean, there's like probably millions of them. I listen to a lot of different kinds of music. I listen to a lot of Billie Holiday, Nina Simone, Radiohead, The Smiths, Zeppelin, Patti Smith. The list goes on. Well, I live here, and I've lived here for a long time, so I think it's easier for me to kind of access a world that I understand and live in. So that's why we're here. More neat than important. I think it's. I've always been a fan of the book and the film, regardless of the fact that she was in it. But I think it's a cool thing that she was a part of it, and it feels like a very cool, serendipitous, full circle situation for sure. I mean, it was cool to see my mom sing. She hadn't really done that a lot yet, and I remember when she did that, hearing the recording of what she did, and then watching the film, and thinking it was so cool to see her do that. And she has such a pretty voice. I don't think I went to the premiere. I think I was. She thought I was too young to see the movie at that point because of probably I don't know language, sex, whatnot. What's up, you guys? High Fidelity is going to be the jam on streaming services in 2020 because I said so.
Hey, are you tired of seeing random goofy clips that make you laugh and totally distract you from work, driving, or whatever? Of course not. No one is. So head over to the Soups YouTube channel and you'll never run out.